Donald Trump is an obnoxious human being. And as he gets older and fatter every day, he surprises us by being more obnoxious than he was the previous day. But when an old, obnoxious person is also given lots of power, his obnoxiosity, I'll call it, is off the charts. Joe Biden was old too, but had Biden not been president, he'd be described as a sweet old man, which is how they refer to us when they think we're losing our marbles. But Biden had a lot more marbles than the guy we have in there now, right? The clock just ran out on Joe a couple of years too early. Father Time is sometimes very impatient. That's why I think there should be an upper age range to run for president, say 70. I've mentioned this before. But objectively, if Biden hadn't been a politician who stayed in the game too long, he'd be remembered far differently. Biden is the exact opposite of Trump. A man who shows great empathy for others is Biden, born, no doubt, from having to overcome so many tragedies in his own life. That gave him great empathy for the suffering of others. There's that word again, empathy, the word that Charlie Kirk said he hated, and the word that separates us from them. But seriously, can you think of anyone who has less empathy than Donald Trump? You'll notice that when someone needs help at a critical time in their lives, they never even think of Donald Trump. When we have a national tragedy like a school shooting or the death of a friend like Charlie Kirk, you never hear too much from Trump other than a message of sympathy with thoughts and prayers from a White House press release. And he is so petty. I call him Pettyman. Instead of making any pretense of actually working for the American people, he spends his days inventing statistics that make him a shoo-in for the Nobel Peace Prize. And he spends his nights on social media trying to get late-night TV hosts fired. When he tried to pay tribute to the King and Queen of England last week, did you see that? Best he could do was read from a proclamation showing the reading ability of a learning-challenged 12-year-old. I swear, when he does this sort of thing, when he reads these things from a script, it's like he's seeing it for the first time. Unbelievable. One last thing. Melania, you're a lovely lady, but bag the hat thing, you look like you were wearing a giant Frisbee on your head. Now I'm being petty.